The pure enjoyment version of post-apocalyptic hoarding you've all been asking for is here. No violent combat scenes, only the ultimate satisfaction of clearing out supermarket shelves. This film has concluded, perfect for helping you fall asleep at night, wishing you all a good night and sweet dreams. I won 1 billion in the lottery. I hurriedly grabbed my bewildered best friend to go hoard supplies. I'm laying my cards on the table. I have been reborn. The apocalyptic rainstorm starts in 10 days. I have 1 billion in savings. Let's start hoarding. We must survive the apocalypse. My best friend, EngSUB, smiled mysteriously. I'm laying my cards on the table too. I just awakened a spatial ability yesterday. I can store a massive amount of food and items, with permanent preservation. We exchanged a smile. It's simply invincible. With 1 billion in cash, plus an infinite preservation personal spatial dimension, this apocalyptic script instantly dropped from hell mode to easy mode. Light rain has already started outside the window, pattering down, as if paving the way for the coming torrential rain. In my past life, I thought this was just an ordinary rain. I didn't expect it to be the precursor to the apocalypse. There is no time to lose. We called our respective parents, telling them to come and join us as soon as possible, no matter what. Our parents hesitated at first, but under our firm attitude, they still agreed to set off as soon as possible. Immediately after, based on my experience from the previous life, we rented a safe house located in the suburbs, a villa on the highest hilltop, and called in workers to install solar panels, as well as defensive electric fences. And our biggest trump card is my best friend's space. Once the villa faces any uncontrollable risks, we can immediately abandon the safe house and retreat completely into the space. Then we rented a large warehouse as a transit point for supplies. With the house prepared, we could start our cool hoarding spree. The first stop, EngSUB and I, arrived at the city's largest grain and oil wholesale market. Boss, it'll take 100 tons of this grade of Northeast pearl rice to start. 50 tons each of high gluten, medium gluten, and low gluten flour. Peanut oil, rapeseed oil, olive oil. I want 10,000 barrels of each. Salt, sugar, soy sauce, vinegar. Give me the highest grade for everything. 100 cases each. Also, these millet, soybeans, mung beans, and red beans. Give me 10 tons of each. The boss thought he had misheard at first, until we flashed our bank card for the down payment. He was so excited he nearly fainted. He hurriedly called his staff to prepare the stock, and called in over a dozen large cargo trucks directly. We agreed on a time for delivery to the designated warehouse. Watching the mountains of rice, flour, and oil being moved into the warehouse, EngSUB waved her hand and collected all the supplies into her space. The panic caused by the apocalypse in our hearts was dispelled for the first time by a heavy sense of security. The next day, we went to the large agricultural wholesale market to buy various meats. We directly ordered 100 cows and 100 pigs from the wholesaler, and all were cut and portioned according to our requirements, scheduled for delivery to our warehouse. We specifically ordered an extra 3 tons of pork belly. You can't imagine the joy of hoarding red braised pork for the apocalypse. We also ordered 100 chicks, ducklings, and goslings, so we can raise them in the space later. Chicks and ducklings aren't enough. We also need processed finished products. 300 of each chickens, ducks, and geese. 100 cases each of chicken wings, drumsticks, and breasts. 200 cases of duck necks, duck wings, etc. Various hot pot balls, crab sticks, luncheon meat, and other processed meat products, all calculated by the ton. Cured meats, sausages, and dried meats have a long shelf life and a unique flavor. We wanted at least 500 kilograms of each. Next, we went to the vegetable and fruit wholesale market. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, yams, and taro were ordered by the sack, 100 sacks of each, to start. Chinese cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, these are rich in vitamins, 100 tons of each. Carrots, white radishes, green radishes, they can be used as both vegetables and fruits. We bought 100 cases of each. Meow Haxing, I just bought 500 cases of tomatoes. A bowl of tomato egg noodles in the apocalypse can heal everything. You're amazing. I just bought cucumbers, eggplants, green beans, chili peppers, and celery too, 20 cases of each. And we bought a lot of mushrooms, 100 cases of dried shiitake mushrooms, 50 cases each of fresh enoki and king oyster mushrooms. Then we arrived at the fruit paradise, the fruit wholesale market. First, 100 cases each of apples, oranges, and pears, bananas, grapes, peaches, strawberries, watermelons. Regardless of the season, regardless of the price, if we see it, we sweep it up. At least 20 cases of each. Imagine, during the apocalyptic rainstorm, taking an iced watermelon out of the space and slicing it open. What kind of heavenly life is that? I also want to buy mangosteens, durians, jackfruits, and cherries. Okay, buy them all, buy them all. When we collected today's spoils into the space, the satisfaction was like a king counting his treasures. Back home, we weren't idle either. We picked up our phones and started shopping away. We can't have no pretty clothes to wear in the apocalypse. We must also take good care of our skin in the apocalypse. So we placed orders for a pile of clothes and cosmetics we usually couldn't bear to buy. Skincare products should arrive in 2 or 3 days. And bottled water. Let's find a day to place an order at the water plant. Hundreds of thousands of barrels to put directly into the space. For the next 2 days, we went to a large general supermarket. Compared to the wholesale market, shopping at the supermarket is another kind of joy. Pushing the shopping carts, the two of us walked with a murderous air into the city's largest membership-only supermarket chain. The shelves here are taller, the goods are more complete, and the lights are brighter. First, we rushed to the daily necessities section, toilet paper, and Xiao Yu's eyes lit up, pointing at the endless stretch of shelves filled with all kinds of brands and specifications of paper towels. Take it all. Pack everything. She went straight up to a stock clerk. Hello? All the toilet paper, tissue paper, and handkerchief paper in this area. I want it all. Yes, clear it out. The young clerk was stunned, thinking he had misheard, until the manager's voice came through the walkie-talkie confirming the order. He snapped out of his daze, looking at the dozen empty carts behind us. His expression was like he had seen aliens. Then we turned to the toiletries section. Shampoo, conditioner, body wash, facial cleanser, hand soap, laundry detergent, disinfectant, toothpaste, toothbrushes, all brands, all scents, all specifications. We took 10 of each. By the way, don't forget the sanitary pads. Didn't forget. I already placed an order online yesterday. 10,000 cases each of day pads, night pads, and sleeping pants. They should arrive by tomorrow. As expected of you. The snacks section is even more of a paradise. Chocolates, potato chips, beef jerky, nuts, candies, cookies, pastries, as long as it's high calorie and brings joy. No matter the flavor, no matter the brand, we moved them in stacks. And Xiao Yu even jumped up to reach the highest shelf, the kind we usually couldn't bear to buy. Imported limited edition chocolate gift boxes. We swept them all up to. We need quality of life in the apocalypse too. She held a pile of chocolates, smiling like a little mouse that stole some oil. And the binge-watching snacks. Can't be missing a single one. Boneless spicy chicken feet. Here we go. 50 cases of tiger skin chicken feet. 80 cases of pickled pepper chicken feet. 100 cases of konjac snacks. 200 cases of tripe. 100 cases of spicy strips. 1,000 cases of quail eggs. 60 cases of spicy dried tofu. 60 cases of honey glazed chicken drumsticks. 300 cases of spicy chicken wings. 300 cases of beef jerky, 2,000 packs of pork jerky, 2,000 packs of spicy peanuts, 100 cases of French fries, 50 cases of popcorn, 200 cases of chocolate balls, 200 cases of chocolate bars, 300 cases of marshmallows, 300 packs of fruit-filled soft candies, 500 packs of cola-filled candies, 400 packs of lemon-flavored wafers, 50 cases of chocolate teflavored wafers, 100 cases of peanut-flavored wafers, 50 cases of small cakes, 200 cases of chicken biscuits, 60 cases of butterfly pastries, 100 cases of almond cookies, 80 cases of pineapple cakes, 100 cases of abalone pastries, 40 cases of egg rolls, 200 cases of wife cakes, 300 cases of husband cakes. Drinks section. Carbonated drinks, fruit juices, teas, energy drinks, 81 bottled water, barreled water, the same clearing of the entire section. Also, luncheon meat, sausages, dace with salted black beans, canned fruits, compressed biscuits, instant noodles, self-heating hot pots, instant soup packets, all those that are ready to eat or easy to heat up. We collected them all. For instant noodles alone, we got many varieties. 50 cases of red braised beef flavor, tomato egg flavor, 80 cases of old alt pickled cabbage beef flavor, 28 cases of shiitake mushroom stewed chicken flavor, 65 cases of tomato brisket flavor, 55 cases of spicy beef flavor, 20 cases of shrimp and fish cake flavor, 30 cases of Beijing soybean paste flavor, 35 cases of Wuhan hot dry noodles, 30 cases of Guangxi snail rice noodles, 50 cases of Lanzhou beef ramen, 43 cases of Huadao chicken noodles, 38 cases of Korean ramen, 60 cases of Japanese curry, 50 cases of Thai tom yum goong noodles, 36 cases of Singaporean laksa noodles, 41 cases of Indonesian mee goreng, 30 cases. The frozen section also gets a big sweep. Old dough steamed buns, 50 bags of whole wheat buns, buckwheat buns, black rice buns, 30 bags of each, milky mini buns, directly cleared the shelf. Took 100 bags of pumpkin buns, red date buns. We swept all the flavors we saw into the cart. Meat buns can't be missing either. 100 bags of classic pork buns, 50 bags of minced meat buns, preserved vegetable, meat buns, 30 bags, 120 bags of shiitake mushroom and vegetable buns, 100 bags of char siu bo, 80 bags of custard buns, 50 bags each of beef buns and chicken buns, 70 bags of xiaolongbao and pan-fried buns, 30 bags each of green onion flour rolls and salt and pepper flour rolls, 45 bags each of sticky rice xiaomai and pork xiaomai, various fillings of dumplings, cabbage, pork, chive egg, 3 daleki, shrimp roe fillings, 50 bags of each flavor, 60 bags each of scallion pancakes, onion pancakes, meat pies, frozen fried dough sticks, brown sugar rice cakes, glutinous rice balls. These are breakfast and dessert essentials. Take as much as there is. Kung Pao chicken, fish-flavored shredded pork, sweet and sour pork loin, steamed pork with preserved vegetables, red braised lion's head meatballs, all the dishes you can name at a Chinese fast food restaurant. Frozen versions are all here. We took 100 boxes of each. Pasta sets, 200 boxes each of tomato meat sauce, cream, bacon, and other flavors. Frozen pizzas of all sizes and flavors. From Hawaiian to barbecue, cleared out 2 freezers. Steak, sirloin, ribeye fillet, purchased by the case, 50 cases of each. Corn cream soup, borscht, etc. Ready to heat and drink, 100 boxes of each. I also want to buy lots and lots of ice cream. Buy it. We can buy dozens of large freezers. Put them all into the space, achieving freedom of frozen fruits, ice cream, and drinks. Next, all playable board games, chess, playing cards, mahjong. We bought 1 of each. After we paid, we found an empty corner and stored all the newly bought supplies into the space. No need to haul them home, so convenient. By the next day, we also went to the aquatic market. We found a stall specializing in fish fry, grass carp, crucian carp, sea bass, tilapia, hardy fish fry, over 10,000 of each. 5,000 jin of jumping fresh tiger prawns, 5,000 jin each of mantis shrimps and other prawns, 100 cases of hairy crabs, directly carried away 3 tons of highly resilient crayfish. Also river snails, razor clams, and other shellfish, 5,000 jin of each. They can naturally breed in the water area of the space. Frozen food items, cod fillets, headless red shrimp, scallop meat, baby squid, squid rings, and more. These pre-processed ingredients are much easier to cook. Every item was purchased by the crate. We cleared out several freezers. Dried scallops, dried shrimp, shredded kelp, dried seaweed, dried squid, Sichuan, peppercorns, etc. These dried goods take up little space. They are rich in flavor, and they can be stored for a very long time. Especially the shredded kelp and dried seaweed, they are the best tools for enhancing the flavor of soups. I bought hundreds of large bags of each. Next, our shopping spree didn't stop at food and daily necessities. We went to the hardware store. We bought flashlights, various types of batteries, lighters and fire starters, multifunctional pliers and ropes, tarpaulins, duct tape, and superglue. These seemingly trivial little things are priceless treasures in the apocalypse. Impact drills, electric screwdriver sets, angle grinders, etc. We chose the best brands for all our tools, and stocked up on all necessary accessories and a large supply of spare batteries. As for consumables, we bought light bulbs in all sizes, fuses, power strips, and data cables. Everything was purchased by the crate. Then we went to the home goods section. We bought thick wool blankets, warm down comforters, and comfortable pillows, as well as thermal underwear and thick socks in all sizes. We also emptied the shelves of all the thermos bottles and hot water bags. We also went to the pharmacy, buying enough cold medicine, fever reducers, digestive medicine, and painkillers, vitamins, and a large amount of bandages and gauze, disinfecting cotton swabs and Povita. Then we went to a stationery and bookstore. We bought out all the notebooks, pens, and as well as every practical book we could find, such as family medical encyclopedias, wilderness survival manuals, and crop planting guides. I even specifically bought a wide variety of watercolors, crayons, and gouache paints, along with dozens of boxes of drawing paper and sketchboards. I can still draw a little in my spare time. Then we went to the outdoor gear store. We bought tents, sleeping bags, moisture-proof mats, hiking boots, and jackets. We bought 20 sets of each. We also bought 10 kayaks, 10 professional-grade portable water purifiers. We took 20 multifunctional metal lunchboxes. They can be heated directly over an open flame, and 30 portable gas stoves with gas canisters, 20 vintage kerosene lamps, 10 large survival knives, sturdy, durable, and capable of chopping. We took 5 handheld GPS navigators and downloaded global offline maps onto them. 10 military-grade compasses. We took 10 pairs of professional waterproof walkie-talkies, ensuring we can communicate both inside and outside the space. 10 outdoor watches, high-end models with barometer, altitude, and GPS functions. And all sorts of other tools that might come in handy: shovels, hose, axes, chainsaws, ropes, and so on. We also went to a large electronics mall. We bought 20 large home energy storage power stations, skipping the small power banks. We targeted those with a capacity of over 10 kilowatt-hours, flagship energy storage units. These giant power banks can be charged via solar panels, quiet and pollution-free. They are the basic power supply units for the space. We bought 10 silent inverter gasoline generators as an ultimate backup for energy. Although they have exhaust fumes, they can only be used outside the space, but they provide high power output. We also ordered 100 tons of gasoline, 20 high-efficiency cast-iron coal heating stoves. They can heat water while providing warmth, providing hot water for daily use. They also perfectly serve as versatile for multiple uses. So we stocked up on 500 tons of coal directly, tipped onto large trucks and taken straight to the warehouse. 50 space heaters, in case of extreme cold. 10 oxygen portable electrocardiogram machines, electronic blood pressure monitors, and pulse ox. We ordered 5 of each. 3 UV disinfection lamps, for sanitizing rooms and objects. 100 larger capacity refrigerators and freezers, specially used to store pre-made meals that require deep freezing, ice cream, fruits, drinks, etc. We bought 10 electric pressure cookers, the ultimate stewing tools, saving time and energy. They can cook both dishes and rice. 10 air fryers, making crispy delicacies without much oil, the key to enhancing happiness. 5 multifunctional food processors. They can handle dough, juicing, and grinding meat all in one. Also, 5 rice cookers, 5 microwaves, 3 ovens, 2 induction cookers and bread makers, 5 soy milk makers. For all models, we chose the most sturdy and durable basic versions. Regarding entertainment, we bought 3 flagship projectors and screens. To build a home theater, this is our most important source of spiritual sustenance. We stocked up on dozens of high-capacity hard drives, and have already downloaded all the movies and TV series, variety shows, music, and documentaries, educational videos, ebooks, and maps. We got 10 top-tier desktop computers, essential for binge-watching and gaming. 2 sets of high-fidelity speakers. Rainstorms and music are a perfect match. Gaming consoles of various brands, and all the game cartridges and discs I could buy. I bought them all. These are my absolute favorites. I almost cleared out the entire gaming section. 10 ebook readers, downloaded with all the world's classic novels, technical manuals, and encyclopedias. 4 days before the apocalypse, we went to a large wholesale market for flowers and trees, planning to buy various fruit trees to plant in the space. That way, we can have a constant supply of fresh fruit. Loquat trees, lychee trees, longan trees, peach trees, apricot trees, apple trees, pear trees, and citrus trees. We planted 30 of each. We also ordered a batch of timber separately, in preparation for various uses, a total of 500 tons. Seeds for fruits and vegetables. We also purchased these in large quantities. Seeds for fast-growing leafy greens, lettuce, spinach, bok choy. high-yield kings, tomato, cucumber, zucchini, and bean seeds. And seeds for storage-friendly root vegetables, potatoes, sweet potatoes, radishes, carrots, seasoning essentials, scallions, ginger, garlic, chives, various herb seeds, staple food seeds, corn, wheat, rice, quinoa, and so on. Ensuring our space will turn into a true paradise in a few years. After completing all the grand purchases related to survival, EngSUB and I stood before the display window of a clean, bright pet store. As if sharing a telepathic connection, we stopped at the same time. After planning for all the rationality and toughness, our hearts, unanimously, reserved a place for a touch of soft connection. EngSUB spoke up, her voice carrying a hint of uncertain hope. We need them. I took over her words, my tone firm. I want to keep a puppy, and EngSUB wants to keep a cat. Why hesitate? Let's keep both. A household with cats and dogs. Then we cleared out all the cat and dog food in the store, and all the related supplies we could see in the shop. Piles of premium canned food, cat litter, toys, treats, and medicine. After everything was more or less arranged, our parents arrived at the villa we had agreed upon. Seeing both families gathered together, the heavy hearts of EngSUB and me finally settled. Outside the window was a rainstorm swallowing the world, and the constantly rising muddy inside the window, 6 glasses clinked together crisply. To our new home. To everyone's safety. The sense of security turned out to be the warmth of family and friends reuniting, the fragrant aroma of a boiling hot pot, and a pantry filled to the brim with supplies. The apocalypse is here, and we have just begun our true life.